Omega has given the Seamaster Planet Ocean a major overhaul for its fourth generation, marking one of the biggest shifts the line has seen since its debut in 2005. Rather than simply refining the previous look as most brands tend to do, Omega has reshaped the watch's identity altogether. So let's take a look at this new iteration of the popular model and discuss whether or not it's better. So many of you will know the Planet Ocean as the bigger brother of the Omega Seamaster Diver 300. If you didn't want to follow the James Bond crowd and had bulkier wrists, then this was the watch for you. At 43.5mm in diameter and with a thickness of 16.09mm, this watch is a chunky boy. But according to Omega, this watch needed to go on a diet. The new 2025 model is slimmer, more angular, and noticeably more modern. It has proportions that make it easier to wear, but does it sacrifice the large tall watch character that defines the Planet Ocean family? Well, let's find out. So looking at the case, it now measures 42mm, which is actually the same as the Diver 300 model. At just under 14mm thick, this is a significant reduction from the earlier model and leaves it just 0.5mm thicker than the Diver 300. Omega has reimagined the popular K-shape into something sharper and more striking. Moving away from the rounded, almost cushion-like style that defined previous generations, the watch now has crisp facets and clean chamfers, giving the whole body a more sculpted appearance. These angular lines extend through the lugs, which have a shorter reach and more streamlined shape, helping the watch wear smaller than its measurements might suggest. A flat sapphire crystal replaces the domed design used before, which not only helps reduce the height, but also reinforces the new, leaner profile. Beneath the outer stainless steel shell sits a grade 5 titanium inner ring, an unusual two-part construction that plays a major role in the case's character. This internal titanium component strengthens the structure from within and contributes to the watch's 600-meter water resistance, while allowing Omega to eliminate the helium escape valve altogether. And this is a big deal. Much like the Diver 300, people have come to know the helium escape valve as part of this watch, part of its character. I can't help but think that removing this character trait has disappointed some people, but overall the watch does look much cleaner and more streamlined. Still though, the initial reaction to this watch seems to suggest people are praising this move, but I did kind of love the helium escape valve. I don't know, I can see why they did it, but it just feels like a shame to me. Imagine taking the mustache away from Tom Selleck, or the hair away from Jason Momoa. What are you left with? I know, maybe I'm overthinking this. Let me know in the comments what you think. The bezel remains ceramic, offered in black, blue, or the bright orange that has become synonymous with the Planet Ocean line. The diving scale is rendered in enamel or hybrid ceramic, depending on the version, and the knurling has been made deeper for better grip. The dial keeps the familiar matte surface, big arrow-shaped hands, and prominent hour markers, but the Arabic numerals at 6, 9, and 12 are now open-worked, giving the face a more technical look. Omega has also removed the date window entirely to preserve symmetry and clarity, and Superluminova ensures strong readability underwater or in the dark. Color accents vary by model. The orange version uses matching orange numerals, the black variant opts for rhodium-plated ones, and the blue model pairs its dial with crisp white details. I know we've lost 1.5mm in diameter, but the dial does now look much smaller than the previous model. I don't know, it feels just a lot more busy. When it comes to the bracelet, buyers can choose between a new stainless steel bracelet or a rubber strap. The bracelet has been redesigned with a flat integrated 3-link construction and a shorter first link so it sits more comfortably on the wrist. It also includes 6 steps of micro-adjustment, as well as a diver's extension, making it more versatile whether worn casually or over a wetsuit. The rubber strap versions follow the same streamlined aesthetic, with the orange edition receiving a matching coloured option. Inside, the watch runs on Omega's 8912 movement, a master chronometer featuring the brand's coaxial escapement and twin-barrel system for a power reserve of 60 hours. It resists magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss and offers a practical hour jump function for travel. Despite slimming the case significantly, Omega has still retained the 600-meter water resistance, ensuring this watch stays a serious dive-in tool. On the back of the watch, the sapphire display window is gone, replaced by a solid titanium screw-in caseback. Okay, so let's look at the price. The latest Planet Ocean model starts at about £7,200 if you go for the blue or black versions on rubber, and climb to around £8,000 for the orange model paired with a bracelet. Now that's a pretty big jump from the previous generation, which was closer to around £6,600 new. To be fair on Omega, when you compare it to one of its long-standing competitors, the Rolex Sea Dweller, at roughly £11,750, the new Planet Ocean suddenly looks like a far more appealing option. So what do I think about this new model overall? The new Planet Ocean has definitely kept its reputation for strength and underwater capability. The big changes all make sense, yes. They all add up to a watch that seems a lot more manageable than the previous models, which were often considered oversized by today's standards, and I get that that was a potential issue. I personally don't know if the sales figures were getting worse or if the size or outdated feel was the culprit, but in my opinion, removing the helium escape valve from this watch was not the way to go. The orange bezel version still does a good job at giving me that Planet Ocean vibe, while the black and blue models present a more restrained, versatile approach. Don't hate me, Omega. The watch looks good. The watch looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't. It just feels like the watch is closer now to, well, everything else. Why take something with flair and character and then take that away? Sadly for me, my wrists have never been small enough to home the old model of the Planet Ocean. And now the 42mm is here, I'm still not sure it's for me. This is a gorgeous watch though, and I'm sure many people will be happy. It just feels to me like Omega have made a business decision over a personal one. So what do you think about this new Planet Ocean from Omega? Do you think, like me, that it's lost a little bit of its character and charm, or are you all thumbs up for this? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I will see you next time.